If you needed to wake up a 6-year-old on a Saturday morning, how would you go about it? I'm going to show you what did it for me and many others. This intro had woken my 6-year-old self anytime, a Saturday morning. The intro itself it's pleasing. It's pleasing. Now now it is iconically pleasing with immense nostalgia. Unfortunately, though, I only could provide you guys with, the instrumental due to copyright reasons, and I'm still adapting and learning. I do not own the beats to the song. I'm not too well aware acquainted with what I'm supposed to say, but I'm learning. I'm learning, okay? So no more, little copyrights, YouTube, please. Just, chill on me. Just little, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You see me, I see you. Thank you. Spectacular Spider-Man has been mentioned throughout the Spider-Man community since its unfortunate cancellation after season 2 years ago. Even in numerous interviews, the voice actor Josh Keaton gets asked about this animated road numerous amount of times. Even the writers of Into the Spider-Verse displayed his appearance and placed Josh Keaton, voice actor, back to the character. This goes to show the love the community have for the animated character. But I wonder why Spectacular Spider-Man had a few dialogues other than other Spider-Man, like Spider-Man Unlimited Spider-Man from the 1999 made an appearance, but he didn't have any dialogue. Where I'm also surprised how 1994 Spider-Man, the animated series, nor Ultimate Spider-Man had made their appearances, or if so, didn't receive dialogue. But to roll back to today's discussion, why do we love Spectacular Spider-Man? What did the story and the character offer us Spider-Man fans in the community? The start of the show has us begin with the summer after Peter got bit, so we didn't get his origin story from the first episode, but we kind of did later on, to where I'm thankful that the writers already assumed that us audiences already knew how Peter's origin takes place, because we all know how Peter's origin takes place. Besides his origin, we still get to see that Peter Parker luck and lifestyle get into play immediately in the show. Spectacular's Peter gradually displays his emotions, flaws, and bland out ignorance sometimes with his romantic, family, or friend relationships. We get a great representation of this many times throughout the series, but that keeps us audiences at bay for how other characters would react to Peter's actions and even absence. Being Spider-Man had distorted or almost ruined his relationship with many people. And I know that is the typical Spider-Man lifestyle. But the world or the characters gives you a relatable feeling towards Peter's and his actions with his actions. The moment I've seen discussed the most, even in the little TikTok edits, is his encounter with the lizard. During his battle with the lizard, Peter was able to leave his camera on shutter mode to have it take pictures of the fight, where Peter would send those pictures to the Daily Bugle to win a contest. This concerns everyone in the lab, as this information got leaked and could possibly lead right back to Connors, where Eddie and Gwen become eagerly disappointed, as in their perception of Peter was only to do this to win a contest, risking everything Connors worked for, everything Connors done, and his family, just to win a contest. Yes, it is true Peter chose to almost risk Connors' identity being the lizard, but only as a desperate need to help Aunt May with the recent billing issues after Ben's passing. And it didn't just stop there around the first few episodes. Even with Aunt May, Peter was always arriving late to Aunt May, who recently lost her husband, causing a slight distress for her and the responsibility she comes with the bills. Throughout the show, Aunt May has always been an understanding and uplifting character for Peter, even towards his troubles and a lack of communication with her. She's even the reason he met Mary Jane. Look, that was, we all need an aunt like that. Aunt May, can you find me, a little Mary Jane? I don't discriminate. I take what I can get. As a reference from other Spider-Mans, the 1994 version takes place during Peter's college year. Correct me if I'm wrong though, because I need to brush up on my knowledge of that series. But back to Spectacular Spider-Man. This Peter adapts well to many of the side characters in the series and show, and his years is taking place during high school. I believe a junior year in his high school. In most portrayals of the stories, jock type characters are written as a brick wall with no significance to the characters of the stories, but not here. Not in this world, school, or just not in this world. See, the value of each character really gets shown a lot. Shoot, Khan, Randy, even the Flash cause major or minor significance to the story or the world around Peter, our main protagonist. A good example of this is during the symbiote's takeover of Peter, as he starts becoming aggressive and pushing his friends away during a desperate time for Peter, as Aunt May is in the hospital after the heart attack. And you know who comes to help Peter really step into reality that it isn't himself outlashing and disregarding the comfort of his own friends? It's Flash Thompson. Basically, Flash gives Peter a reality check of how much of an incompetent jerk he's being towards his friends, and how Flash would never, unlike them, that he would never pity someone as ignorant to the people that means the most to him when he needs it the most. This show is so beautiful because of the characters. It's the characters that give this show the key and light, and what they provide to push the story forward. The show feels alive. It gives us a constant movement from the protagonist and antagonist each time. The world of Spectacular Spider-Man seems like a living world with people and its own thoughts. I know I've been talking so much of each of these characters, which I could possibly do a whole deep detail for these characters, or just the world of Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, look, this small detail. Around the first episodes, Spider-Man saves these two strangers, a man and a woman. He hangs them up on a pole together, and near the end of the series, there was a Valentine's episode, a little special, you know, just a little switcheroo, where we see those two together, and the guy is now proposing to the woman. So basically, Spider-Man helped two people find and fall in love with each other. Mr. Parker, Spider-Man, please, if you're watching this, if you're listening, do this for me next. Do this for me next. Like I said with man, I ain't too picky. You know what I'm saying? I love all. I sure do. These are just minor details that give the world a life in a story. Another little small detail is, look, Rhino and Sandman were also seen in the first episodes getting apprehended by Spider-Man, sprouting the two hatred for Spider-Man and drive to hunt him down after both of them achieved their abilities. Of course, both of them didn't do it at the same time, but after a while, they knew who to spin back to. Okay, and a lot last little detail. Just just a good, this is my favorite detail too. One of my recent discoveries I've made rewatching the show, and from the statement by a TikToker, is Captain Stacy Lee bluntly throwing hints at Peter that he knows or has suspicion of him being Spider-Man. Look, please rewatch the whole show, or rewatch what parts you need to watch. Just, you will see it. You will see these subtle changes or subtle attitudes Captain Stacy gives to Peter or says to Peter. It's I'm like, I never knew this until now. I've been watching this series here for years, honestly. Each year I always watch it. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I've just now noticed that. And listen, I'm not about to be one of those people like,
Oh yeah, it's the small details that make everything so great. The story, it's great. Oh, it makes it great writing.
I do believe this is great writing for us Spider-Man fans. This is what we need as Spider-Man fans. It's really deserving and it's fitting, but why? Why is it deserving and fitting? It's deserving and fitting because of the people, the characters, the love, the compassion that gets to place. This show feels alive. This show finally gets to feel alive. The characters, the world Spider-Man lives gets to feel alive. We get to feel everything with the characters. It's like why people fell in love with Ultimate Spider-Man. They fell in love with Ultimate Spider-Man because not just of Spider-Man. Of course, he did a great job being a teenager, acting his age for a high school teenager who just lost Uncle Ben and all this responsibility. It goes the same way for this Spider-Man. Him and his characters make him feel amazing. Everything matters. The world around him matters to him, which is what makes Spider-Man Spider-Man, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And it makes him spectacular. I was very much excited to make this video today, and I hope this touched so many people, or people could reconnect with Spectacular Spider-Man again who haven't seen it in so long. Give it another go. Watch it again for how many times you need to, or maybe this might be the second time, or if this is your first time watching Spectacular Spider-Man, you would love it. I guarantee you will. And with that being said, I want to have and tell you guys to have a great day, enjoy yourself, and if you guys want to hit me up for any type of thing, if you need to connect with me, if you need to let me know if there was something something I could have done better in this video, please give me a suggestion. I could use the little cons and pros to help me grow as a channel and help us grow as all. I'm gonna put my Instagram in the bottom. I do answer my Instagram. I answer here. I answer here through Wednesdays and Fridays. So definitely give me a call. All right, see you guys and have a great one. And watch the last video. Watch something. Watch something.